And we'll take a walk over by Restaurantosaurus, and then we'll do another walkthrough, and then we'll wrap it up. This is what I was talking about yesterday. You walk around this land, there's fossil pieces hidden everywhere. Here's another one. I just hate the fact that these pieces of history here at Disney World are going away. Yeah, here's Restaurantosaurus. I didn't realize this connected over here. See, even like little details like this, because it's a little darker out, the sun's not out today because of the clouds and because of the incoming storm and everything, and the cold air. But there's lights on behind the curtains and make it look like somebody's home or somebody's in there. Again, just attention to detail. Never mind the termite damage there. That's authentic. Oh, there's Daisy and Donald. There's one of the back entryways into the dinosaur queue, unless this is for even more overflow back here. Interesting. So since there's nobody over here at the moment, let's check out this Tyrannosaurus Rex, or as it's otherwise known as Sue. I believe they use the actual skeleton that sits in the Field Museum in Chicago, and they use that to create Sue here, if I'm not mistaken. Man, the lines are getting longer. That's why I'm glad I got here early. You know, my saying, pay now or pay later. Like I said, the likely next time we'll be riding this ride is when it reopens as the Indiana Jones attraction. There's so many hidden details in this freaking land. I'm curious what they're going to do with all these meet and greets, because all this is going to be closed too after tomorrow. Christmas lights on the water tower. Restaurantosaurus. Currently, there are no mega tour groups waiting to get in here, so let's go check this out real quick. Yeah, all the decorations have been taken down for Christmas. Sucks. This land had some amazing Christmas decorations. Wow. Yeah, it smells good in here. It smells like a house would smell Christmas morning when breakfast is cooking. You know, scrambled eggs, bacon, and biscuits. It's exactly how it smells. This is okay, so this is where I came out a little while ago. This is where the restrooms are. Okay, got it. But even the decorations up in the ceiling, like I said, you just don't see this kind of attention to detail in the newer projects Disney's doing, at least not for Walt Disney World. So many cool artifacts in here. I mean, even up in here, like the fossils that are stacked up in the rafters. Looks like dinos made out of car parts and pieces of metal. Rex is towing. You know what happens if you call 555 Dino? Everything in this land is also called Osaurus. Vehicle maintenance, Osaurus. Restaurant, Osaurus. So this is kind of the little outpost here. I'll show you what this looks like from the exterior of the restaurant. There's the walkway right there where we came in the restaurant. Oh yeah, see? Exit, Osaurus. I call the oil smears on the wall, all the paintings. All the dinosaur diagrams with the using the oil smears. Oh man, I didn't even notice this. There's a freaking engine hanging up here. Little hubcaps back there. Look at all this. There's an old school flashlight right there. Remember they used to mount those lights on top of those big ass freaking batteries? Oh, here's another one. Automobile source. Oh my god, look at this. I've never seen these before. Plieratorus, Parasauroloff, Vice Griposaur. Oh yeah, this is the Restaurantosaurus Lounge. I've been in here. Yeah, this is a place that looks like the like an expedition tent type of thing. Okay, so there's the other part of the dining room over there, or one of the parts, and then this right here is the lounge. Yep, this table right here. God, it seems like it's yesterday. Yeah, because I remember all those cans of tomato juice and all the the potatoes and cauliflower and the thermos. Unbelievable. This, as I've said before, this is theming. This is theming. This is Walt Disney World Imagineering at its finest. And you can think of Dino Land what you will, but it was pretty creative for what they had to work with. Look at that. Made a Triceratops out of handprints. Let's see if we can find some more Osauruses. Oh, there's some more here. Carnotaurus rules. That's the dinosaur in the Dinosaur Ride. That's the one that's running after the vehicle the whole time. Even here, like, look at this. They got the old rotary phone on the wall. Jeez, how many people would know how to use one of these today, huh? Wow, the old school cooler mounted here. Yeah, if you had a number to dial and it had all like numbers 7 through 9, it would take forever to call somebody. Iguana Don Quixote. That's spectacular. Man, what else they got over here? Hey Harry, you got something for my U-joints? Yeah, sure. Jeez. And so this is part of the extended dining room here, and then right over there on the other side of these display cases is the lounge. Once again, how neat is this that they made this look like an expedition tent? Oh my God, remember these old flashlights, these Everlast? Or no, these are Everreadies. Had some very similar to that. Almost just like those. That was an Exodosaurus. Oh, there's a metal detector. Look at that tucked up there. Right there. Amazing. And then see, so you don't even notice it. Once again, brilliant imagineering, attention to detail. This is the fireman eye that I have. There's the sprinklers in case the fire were to break out, but they're tucked right there up against the rafters, so you don't even notice them. And they're the exact same color as the rafters, so your eyes don't even notice them. The eye gets drawn right past them. There's another one on that side. But like I said, because of where they're placed and their color, your eyes don't notice them. This is incredible. What do we got here? Look at all the handprints. Somebody was definitely into Greece, man. See, I'd love to know. I got to get my Magic of Walt Disney World book out. I'd like to know what these photos are. If these are real or these are made up. Sure looks real. Man, this is an old Coke machine. My grandfather's barber had one of these in his barber shop. Basically, you lift the lid up, and the cans of Coke are inside, but they're locked in there. And what you do is you put the coins right in there. So you put 15 cents in, and once you put the correct amount in, one of the rows opens up, and you pull out the can you want, and then you close the lid and wait for the next person. Or I'm sorry, you wouldn't pull a can out of this. This is bottles. This is even better. The one at my grandfather's barber had cans in it. This one's Coke bottles. You see the bottle opener right there. All things I'm glad I got to see. Sadly, kids growing up these days will never know of the joy it was to drink Coca-Cola or Pepsi out of a glass bottle. Like, even look at the detail on the lights. Look at this. Like, every light has dinosaur sculptures on it. These lights remind me of the lights at Wilderness Lodge. Man, it would be amazing to be able to get that flag right there. That would be awesome to have that. I wonder if that's the American flag that was stolen from the Springfield Public Library that doesn't have the correct amount of stars on it. I think that was the diorama that the Disneyland train goes through, the dinosaur section. That's amazing. I wonder what they're gonna do with all of this stuff. I wonder if it'll get put somewhere in like I don't know. Disney needs a museum, man, with all the stuff they've torn apart over the last year. Goodness. Hopefully they're not just throwing this stuff out. I hope not. That's another thing I just noticed. The freaking pterodactyl fossil up there in the ceiling. What's that say? I love flying. And over here, this is the overflow section. This usually only opens when you get into the big holidays and everything. Okay, go in? Oh, thank you very much. Very cool. Wonderful cast members let me come in here. Thank you all very much. Oh yeah, that's definitely an alligator. I've never been over on this side. This side's never open. Holy cow. Oh, look at this. There's an old-time radio up here. Look at this thing. Heck yeah. You think about everything that goes into making this. Oh, there's another Osaurus. It's Fragile Osaurus. Oh, there's a Dino Institute box right there. It's Wednesday, the 3rd of June, Osaurus. Unbelievable. Oh, there's bunk. Okay, here's another one. It's the bunk room. Osaurus. I had no idea there was all these Osauruses around here. Wow. Holy smokes. Dang. Look at this. Oh my god, look at the freaking attic up here. What? Look at this. There's even a ladder up there. It's all stowed up there. Holy smokes. There's like a whole living quarters up here. Unbelievable. Yeah, they got Christmas lights here. And there's some more right over there. The hip joints. Unbelievable. This is incredible. God. Man. Oh, here's the... Look at that. Man, those old school Christmas lights too. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I've never been in here. This is like 50s and 60s diner in here. Look at this. This is I can't believe I've never been in here, but it's usually never open unless it's crazy busy. Wow. They made a freaking dartboard over here. Long live Carnotaurus. Oh, I think this is the scoreboard from the guys that are up on the roof that were shooting the plungers with the bow and arrow at the water tower. There's a ton of puzzles up there. The world's most difficult puzzle. I think that's the one that's got the two sides, with the other side it's flipped upside down. And then this is that Airstream I always talk about. You can see from the outside. That is incredible. Look at this. This is unbelievable. The old school friggin' jukebox in here. With the 45s. Man, too bad this thing didn't work. Let's see what kind of records we got here. Motorcycle Mama. That one I can't tell. Looks like somebody actually tried to take that. People, please don't go trying to steal stuff. Leave that alone. Don't go being an idiot. Just leave this stuff alone. Yeah, looks like people are trying to peel the records off. They're all cracked and broken. Yeah, don't do that stuff. Don't be an idiot. That's amazing though. This is a real Airstream that they actually built into the restaurant here and kind of fabricated a little bit. That's awesome. The jukebox is incredible. Holy cow, look at this. There's an old croquet set. Got some dinos up here playing volleyball. I mean, you could spend a long time in here just looking at everything. There's so much to see in here. Speed limit 60 million years per second. I I just noticed this too. The badminton net and all the badminton birdies that are stuck in the net. A pair of fuzzy dice way up there in the ceiling. Look at this one. This is the Bonehead Award. This reminds me of the fire department award we used to give out every year, called the You Did What To Award. They had a busted up fire helmet on it, and usually the fireman that did the most dumbest thing of the year got his name engraved on that wonderful plaque like this, and it was there permanently for all to see. Oh, here's one of those old barometer and temperature gauges. I used to have one of these at my house when I was growing up. It looked almost identical to this. Had the thermometer, the barometer, and the humidity. Yeah, it looked almost identical to that. That's wild. What an experience. So you can see where we were from the outside now. This was the building that had all of the oil handprints all over the wall. And then right over here, this was the exterior building I was in. And there's the Airstream. Look what they did there. IR smart. Creative. And of course, to go with the Osauruses, restaurant Osaurus. This was like a little satellite, like counter service for restaurant Osaurus that's already starting to be picked up out here. They're clearing out all the tables and everything. So what I can figure is that scoreboard inside, you can see the arrows with the plungers at the tips, and then you can see the recurve bow right there, and of course they're all there's their lawn chair with coolers and everything, and the coolers are being supported by shoes and some plastic dinos, but they're sitting there. If you trace it, they're firing the arrows at the water tower, and there's a few of them that are stuck to the target. But then if you trace it down, you can see the arrows actually sitting in this return bucket. So my guess is whoever's up here peels them off of there, puts them in the return bucket, and then somebody grabs the pulley and pulls them back and returns the arrows back to where they're sitting, reload and fire again. And they have the beer can Christmas tree up there, and then the golf club with the bucket of golf balls. Very, very creative. Even down to the sign. I mean, look how Restaurant Osaurus was added. It looked like they just kind of like, let's throw some wood together and throw some metal paneling on there and paint it. Put Osaurus on there. Even the way they got the lights situated up there, that's pretty neat. And then the weather vane, of course, is a dinosaur. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That's everything. Got the little dinos in there. I do miss Launchpad McQuack being in here. That was a great meet and greet. I think we've covered it all. I just hope they do a good job with this Tropical America's Land. Like, make it fun. That's what makes Dinoland so much fun. Is every time you walk through there, you see something different. Today was the perfect example. I didn't see that extended part of the restaurant Osaurus ever until today. That's pretty neat. There's the old Trilobite snack stand. Going upstream. You'll be caught up in the current, matey. Put out the oars.
Alert, Dr. Seeker's emergency broadcast.
For decades, the Dino Institute has chased the impossible, piercing the veil of time itself to study creatures long gone, not from textbooks, but face to face. And for just as long, I pushed the limits of what was safe, what was sanctioned, and what was wise. You knew the risks, so did I, and yet I ran the experiment anyway. What the public never saw was the cost. Each jump weakened the temporal anchor holding our facility in the present. The past didn't just open for us, we left pieces of ourselves behind. Equipment lost, data scrambled, and finally, people. During the last unscheduled jump, something went wrong. The timeline fractured, the return window collapsed. Dr. Marsh ordered an immediate shutdown. The board agreed. The institute would close, the time portal sealed forever. But someone had to stay behind. I recalibrated the coordinates manually. No safety systems, no override. One final jump to stabilize the timeline and prevent a permanent breach. The math worked. The mission succeeded. But since you're seeing this recording, the return did not. So if you're standing here today, walking past empty labs and silent vehicles, understand this. The Dino Institute didn't fail. It finished its work. I suppose the past belongs where it always has, behind us. As for me, I'll be right where I've always wanted to be, in the field. So this is it, Dr. Grant Seeker, signing off for the final time. It's been a pleasure. Thank you for everything. And remember, I truly was one heck of a paleontologist. Goodbye.
End of Dr. Seeker's emergency broadcast dated February 1st, 2026.